Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
How you
I
guys
keep
doing?
saying evening for some reason.
Good evening. It's only 4 p.m. It's only 4 p.m.
So, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Better than America, as we were
Facts.
just talking about.
Yes.
Very true.
All right, cool. Thank you for coming, by the way. So, this is gonna be podcast number 13. What is your biggest regret in life, or at least till now? My name is Warren Knight, and I'll be the host for today. We're missing some people. First of all, can you guys introduce yourself?
Should you want to go ahead?
I will go first then, because I am the King of Kings, also known as Pentaking, also known as Nakib, also known as that one guy that looks like a bee. Hi.
That's amazing. Whereas my name is just Michelle. Oh.
Jesus.
That's my entrance, guys. That's how I come in. Don't know who that was, but
Okay, let's continue this over again
that's
to avoid
hilarious.
something like that to happen.
Wait,
Go
we're on
for
the
it.
live stream one.
Yeah, we were on the live stream so anybody could join. Now we're in the private one so nobody
That's
can
so
join
funny.
and be like, "Ree!"
That was really scary. Whoa. She's having a great day, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, moving
Yes.
on, Mike.
Continue with the introduction.
Oh me. Oh gosh, sorry.
Yeah, you.
My name's Michelle. I've never done this before, but you know what sounds fun? I can talk for ages, so this is going to be great. Yeah, that's it, really.
Podcast material right there.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so thank you for coming. So my name is Warnight, and I'm one of the admins at Oberon Kingdom, and I make quality content for the Monster Hunter videos, and sometimes some anime related stuff. So we're gonna talk about regrets, and I'm talking about regrets in life. So, why am I gonna talk about this today, and why is it a main topic? So recently, I've been having a lot of flashbacks. So when I read a book, and when I'm just laying down, for some reason, that something comes in my mind, and I think about what happened, like at my job, like just a quick scene of it, like, oh, this happened, and I could have handled it better. Have you guys ever had that, or no?
A
Yes.
lot.
All the time.
When you're reading a
Not
book?
anymore recently because I actually have a new lifestyle, but I'll come to that later. But
Yeah.
yeah, in the past I used to have it a lot, like almost every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that I'm
Like-
having a lot of that lately. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm meditating now, every day almost. So yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
wow.
ask you guys. So the three regrets you had in life and how you handled it. So let's start
Let's start with you, actually.
with me.
Yeah, let's start with you. What's your regret? Regret?
What?
Coronavirus?
So I've
A
recently,
regret.
recently I was so actually today, while I was studying some book, I was thinking about my work. So just a random experience just came up in my mind, or that really happened, and that was my work. So 2 years back, I was working at a restaurant, and so I worked there for almost 2 years. So it was almost my second year I was working there, and I was working there for so long, and I was at the top. Let's say I was not a like a manager of the
Manager?
restaurant, not like that, but I was doing those assignments. So I was just training people. I was doing the math about for the food and all that shit. Anyway, so at some point in the last month before I left, I was getting shit tasks, and by that I mean I was cleaning up piss. I was cleaning up, like I was cleaning up actually. I was like the cleaning man. So yeah, and at some point, my manager asked me, he asked me, hey, listen, you're gonna wrap up the piss of a kid who just pissed. So I was like, holy shit, man! I don't give a like. I work here for 2 years, and oh, by the way, let me tell the story in the background. So the manager just came in. He's 6 months in, and he knows me pretty well and everything. But for some reason, the business wasn't going well. So yeah, he told me that, hey, you have to clean it. So I cleaned it, right? But then at the same night, he told me, hey, you're gonna clean up the whole bar. You know, and at that point, I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I didn't told fuck you. I told him this is what I'm told. I told, hey, listen, I'm not gonna clean it. I'm not gonna fucking clean it. And he's like, oh, this is not a discussion. You have to clean it. And I'm like, well, I'm not discussing what you eat. I'm not gonna clean it. And then he told me, you know what? You can leave right now and never come back. And I'm like, all right, buddy. See you later.
Wow.
So that happened to me. So I was recently thinking about that, and yeah, I said I would regret the how I did it. On instead of saying see you, buddy, I would just actually just I don't know. I was just thinking about it, but today I was thinking about it, and I was like, listen, that happened, and you made the right decision. Now that I'm thinking about it, you made the right decision because I wasn't even getting paid a lot. I'll be honest, I wasn't getting paid like 2K or 1K, not even 1K actually. But I had two jobs, so that was good. So I was like paid the minimum for the amount of effort I had and the experience I had already. So yeah, I was thinking about that experience, just a flashback, you know, like a little flashback. And now that I think about it, I was saying this to myself today. Yo, War Nights. I'm not gonna say my real name, guys. Go chill. Alright, I'll say it because some motherfucker already did it for me.
I think the entire internet knows already, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine, War Nights. We understand.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Gilberto. All right, Gilberto. And,
Oh my god, that's so cool.
And so what happened today? Let me go back because it's actually I'm still nervous about saying this because it feels weird, but I told myself today, listen, you did the right thing, and yeah, how do I handle it? Because that's one of the questions. I just accept it, I guess. I told myself, hey, listen, you have to accept this. This is an experience you had, and now you have to learn from it, I guess. And you did the right thing. Now, that's the positive one. So that's the one that I was like, okay, I did the right thing. But I'll talk later on the negatives ones. Let's hear from the world's #1 jungler, Master G.
That would be Michelle.
Oh, you don't know. You don't even know.
Guys, I told you in the Discord. 3 max.
Yeah. I have some that I thought of. Let's just go with the university kind of stuff. I was 18. We have a system here where if you want to apply to a university, you need to do an entrance exam. And for me, it's like I did completely well the entire year. I got like all the study points that I needed. I got 60 of them. And then to go to the university that I wanted, I needed to do an entrance exam. 2 of them, actually. One of them was mathematics, the other one was physics. And the physics one seemed a bit hard because I had like a month time to learn 3 whole books. And I managed to pull it off. I graduated that one. And with mathematics, I was like, it's not too much. Like, it's quite easy. I already know all of this stuff. And there was like one subject which was about figures. And I actually didn't study that part because I was like, I'll just ace the rest of the test. It will be fine. And then I went to the exam and I did the entire test and I felt like I did most of it correctly. And I just completely skipped the figures part because I didn't study for it. I was like, it's fine. This results came back and I failed it because of one point.
Oh.
The one point that I could have gotten from that figures question, but because I didn't do it, I was like missing 1 point out of the 100 that I could get. So because of that, I failed that test, and I like went so far. Like I went to the teacher, I went to the university, I went to so many lengths just to get myself to be accepted to the university anyway. But even though I went so far, it just didn't help. And even though it was just 1 point, I wasn't accepted in the university, which means I had to do a different level of my study. So instead of university, I had to do HBO, which was like one level lower.
Mhm.
And that basically decided my entire, past 5 years, 6 years, I think.
Wow.
Basically because of the 1 points, and I didn't get accepted to the university I wanted. I couldn't start my master's like I wanted.
Yeah.
And from that point on, it was like I tried so hard. I got every single point the entire year long. I did everything right for the past, I don't know, entire high school, the entire year. And just because of one number that I wrote wrong, I couldn't get the 6 years that I would have wanted. Instead, I got something else. And that was
Oh.
like the moment where I was like, what does it even matter?
Hmm.
Like, I can try so hard, but everything will end up not being worth it. And
Wow.
that kind of ruined me, I would say. And
I
things
get
have
it.
been like really rough ever since then. I was 18, and until like 22, for the 4 years, I just was in a really bad
Mindset.
mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was really negative and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Depressed almost.
I regret not practicing for that one. One question about figures back then.
All right. Cool. Cool. Thank you for sharing that. How do you handle it right now? So, does it matter now? Do you think you could have handled it better? Uh,
Yeah,
Tell
so
us more.
until I turned 22, I was suffering from that. Like, I wouldn't say every day, but every week it just came back to my mind. Like, why did that happen? Why did it have to happen like this? Aside from all the other drama that was happening in my life. But then I turned 22, and um, it might be negative, but the wake up call to me was when a good friend of mine actually died.
Oh.
So in that moment, I was like, if it can happen to her, it can happen to me. And what am I leaving behind if I was in her shoes right now? And that was like a wake up call for me to be like, stop laying in bed all day, stop playing League every single day, stop being negative, stop regretting, and live every day as if it's your last day. Because it can literally end any moment without us even knowing it. So that moment, I was like, in a year from now, I want to look back. It was the 2nd of March, I remember. And I was like, in a year from now, I want to look back at this day. And I don't want to lay in bed. I want to be somewhere where I want to be. And I want to be smiling. That year later, I was in Scotland visiting friends, enjoying the oxygen that the air provided. And I was happy. And I was doing good in university. And life was actually good. And it actually was the moment. Like, if I would say an advice to not regret something, is focus on yesterday and not on 4 years ago. Focus on what made you unhappy yesterday and work on it to make it happier yourself today. And do the same tomorrow.
Did you? So, right now you're older. You think about it right now. So do you still accept it? What happened or no? Like, do
I
you legit
accepted it.
accept it? Like, all right.
Okay, let me think like really hard.
Do you accept
I
it right now that
think
that happened and it is what it is, and I'm happy that happened because now I can
I'm
move
not
on.
happy. I'm not happy that it happened.
All right.
I am unhappy about it. But what I am happy about is the experience that I got in my life, which I wouldn't have if I actually did pass that test. I would be a lot more naive. I would be a lot more restrictive to myself, and I
Yeah.
would be living my life a lot less.
You will
I
study
wouldn't
harder.
have, I wouldn't have been through entire Europe if it wasn't for that.
True. true.
So I'm seeing the positives in the negatives, basically.
That's true.
That's insane.
So that made you your experience. That made you what you are now, and you
Yeah,
handled it pretty
that's
well. It took you 4
that's
years.
why
I
I'm
guess.
yeah, that's why I'm a big fan of the yin yang ideology. Like in every bad there's some good, and in every good there's some
Something
bad,
bad.
and it's up to you how you balance it, and that's what life becomes.
All right, more over that later on. We only have a few minutes to
Oh,
go.
it's already been an hour. Jesus.
Wow.
Let's move
What?
on to lovely
Michelle,
Michelle. What do you have for us?
Yeah.
Right.
the peanuts.
So it is I. So actually, funnily enough, it's kind of similar to yours, Nakib. So during GCSE period, so this is about my exams and what came from that.
How old were you?
I was in year 9. No, sorry, year 10 and 11. So I was about what, 16, I think, 15, 16.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, so GCSEs, they were quite important, but I didn't really understand how important they were. Thankfully, I did pretty well on them. But then, as soon as I went into my A-levels, initially I actually wanted to do medicine. The thing is, I was like, wait, why do I want to do this? And yes, yeah, literally, yeah. Like the more the months passed, I was like, wait, why do I actually want to do this? Like, is my passion enough? And I'm not gonna lie, there was actually nothing there. Like, there's actually nothing there at all.
Mhm.
And it was just more the sense of I wanted to make my parents proud, which is good. But the thing is, I honestly,
Yeah, you need to be your own person at the same time.
honestly, it really was. So that whole 2 years is so difficult for me. And I felt like I just chose the wrong things to do. Like I was taking maths. I don't like maths. Like it was just, I was like, why am I doing this? But I felt like I was too late. So I wasn't brave enough to actually admit to my wrong choice because I kind of felt like it was too late and I felt like I was going to let everyone down. So I just continued, but that was a really bad idea. And with a lot of suffering, I still made it, but not. I didn't. I ended up telling my parents, I was like, I can't do this, and they were like really mad at me for like a good month. But the thing is, at that time, I felt like it was the worst part of my life, and I felt like it was never going to go up from there. But then little did I know, like the choices I made. My mum helped me find this degree, which it's yes, you help people. It's more clinical because no way I could research is good, but I have not found a passion that I'm really interested in to solely spend so much time. You know what I mean. So
Yeah.
I
Have
did
you found
something.
it? Have you found it now, or is it like
No,
talking from
not yet,
that perspective?
no, not yet. I haven't even. So I've just graduated last year actually from my optometry degree, which was great and all, but I did kind of suffer those 3 years because I still felt like this is not what I want to do. That's the thing. Like I was just doing it because I had no idea what else I wanted to do. So my biggest regret is just not being brave and actually to not give up on things that I wanted to do rather than other people influencing me. It was just I should have been stronger. That's the thing. So rather than, for example, you, Nikki, it took you so long for you to realize, oh, that's actually a good thing. Well, not a good thing, but you took some good out of it, of what happened to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying very slowly. I'm still trying to be more positive. So I'm not. Of course I've got those things to be grateful of, but I'm like you said, I need to start finding my motivation again and live my life like it's the last. And I still find it hard to this day, but I'm trying slowly. Like for example, when I visited Germany, I was like, "Wow, this is something I'd never do." Like back 2 years ago. But I'm really glad I did it, and I want to do more things like that. But yeah, there's ups and downs. There's ups and downs, but there's definitely more ups than there are downs this time.
So it's one of your
Yeah.
biggest regrets.
Yeah, just not being brave and like taking action on what I want to do. Like, oh, to be honest, now really love art, but I don't know where I'd pursue. I don't know if I'd pursue that yet. But I keep saying what if. That's really bad. I need to stop saying what if.
I mean, I feel like but you're 22, right?
22 this year, yes.
Okay. I feel like I've been through all of that as well during that age, and I've handled it many times. There's not enough time in the podcast to discuss that. Maybe
It's okay.
next time. But what I wanted to say was, yeah, basically Gilberto asked me, or Warnights, sorry. Warnights asked me as well, so you regret it, but do you feel like the 3 years was actually, or like, I don't know which part to talk about. It's like, do you feel like you should have continued your study and finished it, even though you would be bad at it and wouldn't like it, just to keep your parents happy?
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. I shouldn't have done that. But I did it anyway. That's the thing. You know, I did it. I can't look back on it right now, but I still have time. I could always go back to study again, something I want to do. Um,
So I'm gonna talk about that. First thing first. So now that that happened to you, Michelle,
yeah.
do you accept what happened? I mean, you don't have to be happy about it, but do you accept that happened and you can now move on, or no?
I thought about it for such a long time, mainly when I was in university. But you know what? I'm actually really glad. I find and if anything, I feel quite lucky. Like as soon as I finished my university degree, I got into a job the month later. The workplace is really good. It's just times I think it's just because I still get examined every other month, and that stresses me out. I really don't like tests. But if
Oh,
I'm left,
examinations as in actual paper tests?
all verbal tests as well. So I
Oh,
have to print off case records of people I've seen and say why I've done this, what the side effects of the management could be, if this is, if it's all clinical stuff with some of the theory of like the ocular diseases. But I know that I can get past that if as long as I put my head down and study. And I think this is the best because honestly, you all have to make an earning somehow. And the people there, the stuff I do is actually quite enjoyable. I actually do like talking to people. It's actually quite fun. Um, and I get that flexibility. Plus, I get that 2 days off, which is very important for me.
Yeah.
Very important. So it took a long time for me to get over it, but I'm actually really happy. Yeah, I've accepted it, but there's definitely ups and downs even now.
Yeah. And nobody is 100% happy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So you were talking about art.
Hmm.
Do you know the Oberon Kingdom? If you go on the Oberon Kingdom, the general chat, I linked a link for Skillshare where you can learn a lot of skills online.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a 2 months free premium, and there you can learn art for free.
Oh, nice.
2 months. So check the Discord out. Go on the general, and if you scroll up, there's a link there. You can just click the link, and you can apply. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to do anything for it. Just register your name, and then you can get free trial for 2 months. And I was on it. I was actually on it today. I was learning about trading skills and actually about YouTube, how to make a YouTube. Yeah,
Oh,
check
nice.
check it out because you
will
want to do
do.
art, so perfect timing. They're doing a lot of art stuff on those Skillshare website.
Nice.
So you're talking about school, and I'm gonna tell you this right now because this happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
I studied for 4 years, and I'm gonna tell you, I worked my fucking ass off, mate.
Oh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It sounds like you did.
I worked my dude. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, the first year, and I'm gonna tell. I did it because of my mom. That's the reason I
Oh.
did it. I did
Yeah.
it because of my mom. My mom wanted me to succeed in life,
Mm-hmm.
and she wanted me to do the best thing in life, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing at that time, I didn't know what to do. I was depressed because
Yeah.
you know, when I finished high school, I got my diploma, and I was like, what am I supposed to do right now? I don't even know. What can I do in the future? What's my motivation? What's my goal? I don't know. I was only, at that time, I was 18. I was 18 and I was like, okay, what the fuck am I going to do right now?
Yeah.
So, yeah, same as you, and I think maybe same as Nakib. You don't have no motivation. You don't have no, I mean, that's what happens if you're young. All right, so I did the college thing. I went to college. Is it college or is it?
College. Yeah, university.
college.
Yeah.
So I went to the college. First year, worked my head off. So the first year of every college is always the same, and it's discipline. So you have to come on time and whatever the fuck, and do your assignments. I did more than that. I did like the best I could. I always came in, did more hours, did more homework than everybody else. Always had the learning thing. Second year, the same stuff. Third year, the third year is where you have to do your, like, everything. You have to do the examining and all that shit. You know, how do you call it in the UK, mate?
Mate. Yeah, the exams, like, or it's like the final year tests kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So that where you have to bring your assignments in and you have to complete them.
Yes.
Did it all. I did it even more than you were supposed to do it. So you know the internship?
Yeah.
You have to do 300 hours.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Or at least, I don't know, but here I had to do the second year 300 hours, the third year was 400 hours, and I did 900 hours. So you have to imagine every time I woke up, went to school, after school I went to internship, did my assignments, and then I went to sleep at like 11, and then the same day. And I did this for a whole year. I was tired, but I did it anyway because in my mind I was like, oh, if I do this, maybe I'm gonna like it. All right, I finished school. Oh, by the way, I did how do you call it in English? So I did science of sports, sport science or whatever.
Yeah, post-sport science. Yeah.
So all right, I finished that degree, ready. At the end, you know what happened? I hated it. I hated it, and I hated it. I hated it. I just hated it. But I never quit. So, what you just said, the regret of doing something you don't want to do. So that happened to me. I did it all, and I'm going to be honest, I'm happy I did it. I'm proud of myself that I did it.
You should be.
But still, it's like, as Nakib said, you tried so hard.
Yeah.
But it didn't even matter.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
Sounds like a song. What song does it remind me of?
Yeah, Linkin Park, I think.
It's Linkin Park. You try so... Yeah, I'm not gonna sing it.
Yeah, it didn't even matter. So I agree with Nakib. So it's all about, finding your path in life and learning what you want and what you don't want. So that's the thing about you, because you were talking about being a nurse or a doctor.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened to me. So I can say our experience, even though I learned a lot. After that, it became better, but not better, but in general, the what you like and don't like. So let's say I didn't like sports science. I hated it because things happened, or I didn't like teaching, because I had to do a lot of teaching kids and the motoric, the motor skills of a human. I just hated it, dude. Like, it didn't improve myself. It was just a waste of time for me. There are some people who like that, who just want to work with the motor skills and cognitive and all that stuff. It's not for me, dude, even though I learned a lot. Now, I tried different stuff. I know Nakib can tell this. Nakib, how much do I spend in the library?
Too much.
What?
More than the average person that I know.
Really?
Well, more than the I guess you are within the top 1% of the people that spend their time in the library.
Yeah, so
And I consider myself to be in the top 5%, so.
Wow.
because so after that I had to find something, the goal, the purpose of what you want in life, and by that you need knowledge. So what do you like and what do you don't like? So I tried to read a lot of books. What do I like? What do I hate? What can I have from this? And I studied in the library, and I spent the same thing. It's always extreme. I don't know. For some reason, I'm always doing the extreme. And every time I worked, I went to the library on my free days to the library. Even to keep every time we meet up, I was in the library. Hey, you want to meet up in the library, dude? Let's go to the library. And then he played League of Legends.
I grinded 2 gold for the first time in my life in the library.
Nice.
So it's all about a purpose, having something you like and don't like. So that's also one of my regrets. Doing something for someone else instead of doing it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And and I learned from it, and I accept it. This is me, who I am right now.
Good.
We're moving on to the Penta King and about the way of living or his ideology.
The way of living?
Yeah, your ideology.
Oh, what I came through when I turned 22. So, basically I went through all of that. It was 4 years long. And during the end, the situation was like this. I came back from university. I was at an internship, and the boss basically told me that my project isn't good enough, so he has to fill me, which means I would have to do an entire whole year extra.
Mm-hmm.
And basically from that point on, I didn't even have to go to university anymore for half a year because there was no point, because the semester starts in September. So during that time, I was just at home, laying in bed, not even playing League, not even watching movies or anything, just laying there, being depressed, gaining weight, just you name it. Like, I would say I was really depressed during that time.
Yeah.
And then the one thing that I was doing though in my own time was tutoring some students, because I don't know why, but I just really like helping people when they need it. And I think it's more like a complex that I have where I just want to help people just feel useful. That's how I felt back then. I still do, actually. I still feel like helping people that I care about. And I was tutoring, and I met someone who was also tutoring. And she eventually became a best friend, or not best friend, but she became a good friend of mine. And then one day, it was during a holiday called Sinterklaas in Dutch, which is in like a bit before Christmas. And I received an email, and in the email it says, it said, I remember the words, with pain we have to announce to you that her name was Amber, has passed away as of last night.
Oh, wow.
And I remember reading that and just felt like the entire world just around me turned completely black, and I just kept reading the same sentence over and over again. And it just didn't come through to me at all. It just didn't like arrive in my brain that it happened, and I was just there completely depressed. And then it was like, I didn't turn sad. It felt like I just completely accepted it right after I read it, like an hour later. And I was like, what if I was in that position? What am I doing right now? Why am I wasting my days laying on bed when I can be happy? And that was exactly the moment when I just got up out of bed and I just took a walk for the first time in like 3 months. And I just did that every single day. I started doing push-ups every day. It started with like 5 or something. And then it's at some point turned out to become 300 every day. And I applied to a job for the half year that I couldn't study. I just decided to smile every day. And from that point on, I think that moment it was like, don't waste a single day. even if you're not studying, even if you're not working out, don't let your day go to waste. Don't lay in bed. Every moment that you smile is a day that you're worth.
That's a
That is
great
worth
tip.
spending.
That's amazing.
That's what I did. I applied to a job. That's some good news actually. I'll keep it short. But I applied to a job and I had to travel to Amsterdam for it. It was like 1.5 hour of a trip with the train.
Mhm.
And during the trip, I actually saw someone that caught my eye. He was a really tall guy with really curly hair. He looked a bit of like a farmer to me, which is really uncommon The Hague, where I'm from. And for some reason, I saw him like all the way from home, all the way to the place I worked. And then I arrived inside of the building, and he was just standing there with a huge smile on his face. And I found out that it was his first day at the same job as me.
Oh.
And we started talking. And then he was like, "Yeah, I live here." And then I found out that he literally lives like 3 minutes of a walk away from my home, and he's basically my neighbor.
No way.
Oh,
So he became like from the first day off. I was so nervous because I didn't work anywhere for 2 years. But from the first day off, I just had such a great time at work, and that was the moment I felt like, yeah, I finally turned my life around. And a few weeks later, I would consider him my best friend already. We started sharing basically everything. That was 2 years ago. And recently, I got something with the mail, and it's an invitation to his wedding as his best man.
Oh my god.
So he's getting married, and I'm basically his best man. And this, I got it in the mail like last week, and I remember that moment like, yeah, I've done so well for myself in the past 2 years. I finally have the life that I wanted to have for the past 2 years. I graduated, I lost weight, I got in shape, I worked in a different country than the Netherlands. I was in a country that I wanted to be. I reached Master in League of Legends, as stupid as that thing sounds, but hey, I did it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can truly say that in the past 2 years, every single day that I've been through was worth it. And that's my ideology. Just imagine yourself in your shoes in a year from now. And where do you want to be at that moment? You don't have to climb higher, but just make sure you don't stumble down all the way to the bottom again. And that's my ideology.
so in short, live your life like it's your last day.
Exactly.
That's a good.
That's
a great tip.
I need to hear that.
Michelle, how about you, mate?
What's your current ideology, if you have one?
Oh, current ideology. To be honest, what Nakib said, like honestly, I've been. Do you know how we were talking about how we're so depressed, like laying in bed all day? Sometimes I just feel like, what am I doing with my life? I haven't had one of those days in quite a while. One, because work keeps you occupied as well, and honestly, like Nakib said, the gym. I freaking love the gym. I think it keeps I feel like it keeps your mind in such a good place.
I agree.
Plus, it makes you feel really good. So, I go to that place after work every single day. Like I love it. Obviously, the gym's closed now, so it's kind of it's like my best friend. My best friend is gone. But you can still do stuff at home. But this time that we've spent staying at home, like there's not really much. You can't really see your friends. It's literally just your own, like alone time. It like got me. I don't know. It just got me. It just got me thinking. I need to start. Stop. What's the word? Stop saying what if. Like I say what if a lot.
Procrastinating or something?
Yeah, that's also true.
Stop saying what if and try it out and look at the results later.
Yeah, like I started playing the piano as well again. I just didn't play that for like a whole 6 months, I think. And I've been home for like the past 6 months. I've just been working.
Did it make you happy to play the piano?
Yeah, it was really good. I was like, wow.
There you found your passion.
Oh no, seriously though. I just find seriously though. Yeah. I just find it really fun and relaxing. And I was like, why did I? I just think, why did I not do this before? just stop saying what if, I think.
Yeah, you have to test
And
stuff.
yeah, just try it out.
Do what you like.
Like I tried rock climbing the other day. That was so random of me. But I go there quite a bit now. It hurts. My back hurts so much after it, but you know. Like it's really fun.
Not as
all
much
these
as
things.
carrying a Yasuo in the game.
Oh, hell no. I can't do that though. Because I'm joking. I don't play Yasuo. Who does that?
So you actually said something really important, and that's
Yeah.
about keeping your mind healthy. And how do you do that? That's by working out. And I mean, I talked
Yeah.
with Nakib a lot, or actually I tried about working out together and doing
Yeah.
keeping your mind healthy. That's one of the key points in keeping your mind, because you get more HO and more CO, zuurstof. How do you
O2 and H2, O2 and CO2.
Yeah, so that's what your brain needs to keep healthy, and you work out. We're still monkeys. We're still apes, by the way. Just saying.
Evolution continues as long as you do.
Yeah, we're still the apes. We're still animals, and as our generation says, we have always been working out our whole life. So it's in our DNA to move around and build muscle and just being active. So that's
Yeah.
one of those key points you just said, Michelle. Keep working out. And that's also a quick tip for the people who are watching on the YouTube. Keep working out, as the Keep already told us. Hey, he started with 5, then 10, then 300,
That's
then a
insane.
billion or whatever.
Yeah,
Step by
yeah.
step.
Let's not go too far.
So what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to be the most athletic guy or work out every day, but you
Yeah.
still have to just move and do something so your mind and your body can be healthy as you want. And that's a big key. 'Cause yeah, go on.
Make it something worth looking back to.
Honestly, yeah. The progress that you look at. When you look at the progress, you're like, wow. You're actually proud to be here. You know what I mean? Like, from 3 years ago, I was pretty weak. And then now, I'm like, yeah, there's like something to be proud of there.
Yeah. So everybody who's listening, don't get a fight with Michelle. She'll beat you up.
I'll deck you guys. Joke.
Show back your might. Gruff.
Oh, no, seriously. I won't. Don't worry. But yeah. Yeah,
I guess that's
yeah,
it.
that's good. Yeah, guys.
So we have 13 minutes left. We're gonna do a 1 hour and 30 minutes, just for YouTube's sake. So we have 13 minutes to fill, and I want to talk about keeping yourself motivated, I guess. I mean, that's a topic as well, for regrets and being healthy in your mind.
Yeah.
So I'll ask Michelle, how can you keep yourself motivated for other people? What's your best advice?
Keeping yourself motivated. Honestly, I also need some advice in this, because lately, because I started my job 6 months ago. I was so motivated. I loved it. I just felt like the sense of routine really helped me. Waking up early, coming back, working out, having some fun time on the weekends, going back again to working. But the motivation for me, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've like started to slowly lack down on it. So if anything, I think I need to hear your guys'
The answer of
opinions.
not having motivation at the moment because of the current situation in the world, it's also fine.
That's also true. Like honestly, what? Yeah,
I mean, it's hard to have motivation to do anything when you're like restricted to do the things you love to do.
yeah.
I'm restricted to travel. I'm restricted to take walks. So all I can actually do is just play League,
Yeah.
which is the only thing that makes me happy these days.
That's why I came back. 'Cause I forgot how fun it was, and I forgot how fun
Yeah.
talking to your friends. It's really fun. I'm not even kidding. You just talk shit all day. And it's just
Okay,
as long as
listen,
no one's
listen
toxic.
here, you little shit.
Listen here, you little shit. I'll deck you with my puppy skills. That's what I'll do.
Yeah,
Oh no, not the puppy.
That's
Anything but the puppy.
No, but yeah, it's.
all right, I'll help you out, I
guess-
guess.
Go
So
on.
how can you be more motivated and I guess more productive, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
So for me, the first thing you have to do, if you have right now, if you have a paper next to you or something, write something you want to do next year, or let's say a goal. Let's say,
Okay.
so Michelle, where are you working right now?
An optician's.
So that's for glasses and stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right. You like it, right? Yeah, right.
Yes.
What position are you in? If I may
I'm
ask?
the person testing your eyes
You're the
and
one.
then checking the health.
All right.
The optometrist. That's what they're called.
All right. Cool. Do you want to move further, like management or something like that?
That's the thing. I haven't actually.
All right.
I haven't actually.
That's not a problem. That's
Yeah.
if you want or not. Do you want to find a new job? Is that something you consider?
Want to find like a side, like a side hobby that I could possibly do something with.
All right. Cool. Let's say art,
Yeah.
because you like art,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, let's say you want to learn how to draw.
Mm.
You write it down. Hey, I want to learn how to draw by next year. That's your goal. Now, how are we going to make the goal true? You're going to try to find a course at skillshare.com. Go to the Discord if you want 3 months free premium. Go to the course and you try it out. That's one of the first things you have to do or you want to do.
For example.
Second, you want to draw your boyfriend each day just to keep practicing and practicing. And that's going to be your goal. So every day you're going to think about it. Okay, how am I going to get to be not a professional, but just know how to draw a human being or do an anime or whatever the fuck you want. I'm going to be honest. Whatever you want. So it's
I want to
about-
draw Yasuo like a master.
Yeah. So you have to make goals. That's the first thing to keep you motivated. And after, let's say you complete the goal, right? What's the next step? You have to improve your craft. You have to know, all right, I know how to draw with my hand. Let's see if I can draw on a computer, or let's see if I can make a movie. That's art as well. So you have to make goals. I think that's one of the most important things. Making a goal. And then in that big goal, you have to have small goals to accomplish the big goal. Are you following me, Michelle?
Yeah, I get you.
You got me, bruv?
Yep.
Yes,
One,
I got you, dude.
One thing that I want to add to that is it's good to have goals, but don't take the same approach as university for it. Don't put
Yeah.
deadlines. Don't stress yourself. Do it when
Yeah.
you feel like doing it, because that's going to give you 10 times more progress than when you're doing it just because you have to, let's say.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So motivation wise, goals are great, just don't push it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's
Okay.
different. I need schedules in my life. I'm a
Yep.
artist, and I need a schedule in my life, because if I don't have a schedule, then I cannot reach my full potential. And by that I mean,
Yes.
if I don't have a schedule in my mind, I'm just gonna do stuff everywhere and just do whatever the fuck I want. I play games or whatever, and then everything is gonna be low quality. My time is not gonna be, you know what I mean? Like, let's say if I
Yeah,
have
I get you.
1 till 2 o'clock, just focus on one fucking thing, and that's it. And if you complete it, that's fine. If you don't complete it, that's fine as well. You have more hours ahead. And that's how I work. Cause I'm an artist and I'm a fucking retard. That's my mind is like
Hey,
that.
listen here, okay? Don't say that.
Okay, dude.
But yeah, that's true. That's also why it's so easy to work together with you on these projects.
If it's management, and
I just give a schedule and he just makes it work.
that's insane.
Yeah, dude. So that's how you keep yourself motivated. Also, as we already told you, working out is a great thing. Reading books, just keeping knowledge, keeping yourself improving, as Nakib said, improving every day is also one of the key things. And for me, keeping a schedule keeps me motivated as well. Because every time, I think I saw this on another podcast. This guy was like, every day I wake up. When I make up my bed, that's the first accomplishment of my day. Then
True.
the second is I buy coffee. Second one, I make someone else happy, and then the dominoes fall. Dominoes fall, and then you have the perfect day of your life by accomplishing every little thing. Oh, by the way, also a big thing in keeping yourself motivated, Michelle, is writing to yourself what you're grateful for. So let's say you're grateful, like the small things. You're grateful for having a loving boyfriend, even though you're some crazy girl, I guess.
That's true.
Listen here, you little shit show
Listen here,
dick.
okay. I might be psycho, but I'm not that crazy, okay?
Yeah, but being grateful, you can be with
You can tolerate me.
Yeah,
That's true.
being grateful for that, like every day, like the small things. Being grateful you have internet. Being grateful you. So I actually fucked this up. I was doing this a lot 2 years ago, and I was doing it every day. But in the recent months, I fucked up my schedule. I'll be honest. I fucked up.
Oh.
I fucked up, and I felt it. I was. I don't know. I felt like I didn't accomplish anything. I So I fucked up with that. It can happen. You have your lows and your ups. All right,
Yeah.
mate. So did that help you a little bit? I mean,
It did.
I'm not
like
sure
the writing stuff down part, I tried that. But there's been months where, life just, you have other things to prioritize. And I haven't been looking, what I need to do is, I need to look back at it and just incorporate it in whatever free time I have. For example, now. But the thing is, the stuff I want to do in that requires me to go outside. And actually,
And that's no bueno.
that's no bueno.
So every day I run. I go outside and I
Yes,
run.
yeah.
Every morning.
Yeah.
Can you do that or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've actually been doing that.
Nice. There you go.
So, yeah.
So those things you can do. I mean, I know you cannot go to a party if you want to drink or whatever.
But, oh, no.
I know those things sucks. But we cannot change that right now because of the coronavirus. So
Yeah, that's true.
just have what you can do. So running and, as Nakib said, walking a day, you can do that still. But going to parties and stuff, well, I mean, you have to change that with, in this case, drawing.
Yeah, that's like
For
plenty
you,
of.
Michelle, I guess. And I know that the writing stuff every day is really hard, but you don't have to write it down. You can make a schedule if you want to make a schedule. I mean, as Nakib said, it's not always, everyone is different. Just make a schedule, just keep to it. Just, all right, I have to do this today, and then you do that, dude.
You know what?
Yeah, I think Michelle's in a good position in her life right now. She has a job, she has friends, she has
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
I think she's fine. It's like when you really have nothing else to do,
Yeah.
where you're like in a position where you feel like every day is a waste. That's when you really need a schedule to just get
Yeah.
yourself back in the track. That's what I needed. But when you're in a good position, just enjoy it. Just enjoy life, and
That's the
don't
thing.
let days go by.
True.
Yeah.
True. I agree.
And if you're not in a good position, then do find those hobbies and schedules and motivation to do more. But if you're happy with the life you have, just keep it up. That's already an achievement.
You know what? It's been. I feel like I needed it because.
Oh,
that's
by the way,
yeah.
sorry, Michelle. This is
No,
not
it's okay.
specific for you. It's for everyone who is watching right now. And if you're having trouble, just start slow. All right, guys. It's not only for Michelle or for me or for someone else. It's for the people who are watching as well. So I know everybody can have a hard time, and everybody has their own demons to fight in their own life. So it's not about Michelle only, okay? Sorry, go on.
Oh no, it's okay. I just felt like I needed to hear that. just be stop hitting yourself over the bad things, but be happy about the good. Yeah, 'cause there's a
And
lot of
that's
good
the
things that
best
happen.
way. That's the best sentence to end this podcast with.
Hell yeah. Peace out, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna do an outro.
All right, guys.
Ooh.
Or Warnet is going to.
Yes, thank you. So, guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys for coming today and talking about those delicate stuff, about sharing your experience and sharing your regrets with us. If you enjoyed this podcast, enjoyed this video, you can leave a like or subscribe. You can also follow us on Discord, Oberon Kingdom. We also have a website. If you can see on the screen, it's the oberonkingdom.com. We're usually more about into gaming and stuff, but in this case, for today and maybe a few weeks, we're gonna be doing motivational stuff, helping people.
Once a week, just talking about real life.
I hope you enjoyed yourself. Can you say goodbye?
Oh yes. To us, thanks guys. I felt like it was kind of like a good timing. Just talking about all this stuff because it made you think a little bit. But yeah, it's good. So thank you very much, and hopefully we can do this again. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, to be honest.
Do you want to shout yourself out? Do you have
Any
Oh.
shout outs to someone, something, your cat maybe? Depends on you.
Shout out to Kay's cat because honestly, that's the only cat that can keep me in check. Seriously. No, yeah, I know. I won't shout out anymore. That's it.
How about
Okay,
you,
thank
Pete?
you. Thank you for listening. Yeah, you'll see me again next week.
Yes.
Yeah, so every Saturday at 4 o'clock, join us and enjoy our talk. Thank you for watching and till the next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.